Welcome to the video demonstration of creating accessible documents with Microsoft PowerPoint 2010. This video, Images, is a resource contained within the tutorial on making presentations accessible to people with disabilities using Microsoft PowerPoint 2010. Let's get started. Items such as photos, clip art, diagrams, and charts are all ways of expressing presentation content in a non-textual way. This content needs to be provided in a manner that enables assistive technology users to understand it. Images are a vital component of many PowerPoint presentations and can be used in many different ways. Let's take a closer look at the images used in a sample presentation. Our short presentation only contains a few slides, but there are graphics and images on each one. The slides contain a sidebar on the left-hand side with a silhouette logo image of a soldier carrying another soldier on his back. The center of the content area has a light radial gradient that fades out near the top of the slide where the slide titles display. The titles seem to have an image that is used to underline the words. At the bottom of the slide, we have the organization's tagline in the left corner and a small slide number in the right corner. In addition, each slide has a graphic that supports the text on that slide. These seem to be standard uses for images. So let's start with the image that's used for the background of the template itself. Typically, this type of image is placed on the master slide so that the look and feel of the presentation will be consistent throughout. Master slide content that conveys meaning must be conveyed to the user in an accessible manner on each slide. Since the organizational logo is used in the bottom left corner, we will need to provide a suitable alternative. The tagline should also be conveyed with an alternative that is placed on a slide in the presentation. The main portion of the slide body is decorative. Alternatives only need to be placed for background images when it is not decorative. The slide number is repetitive information that we will expose on the first slide. On the opening slide, I'm going to place an invisible graphic, a transparent graphic, that you can see when I select it. And following the guidance to add alternate text, I will activate the context menu, select Format Picture, and then Alt Text from the options. And I will place my descriptive alt text in the description field. In this case, I've chosen a wounded warrior carried on the back of another soldier in silhouette. I've also chosen to include the tagline in this alt text, which is, "The greatest casualty is being forgotten." Once I've added that, I select Close to complete the task. On the second slide, we have a single image. We can quickly check to see if we have alt text on the image by activating the context menu, selecting Format Picture, and then Alt Text. Notice that it has a file name for the alt text, cycle3.jpg. I'm going to change that because remember, alt text should be meaningful and concise, and a file name does not really fit the bill. So let's add Wounded Warrior Cyclists Participate in Soldier Ride. Once we've done that, choose Close to complete the task. The third slide shows a simple map of the bike route in Germany with mile markers indicated along the route. Separate from the map is a large arrow pointing to a starting location on the route. Maybe because the language on the map is in a foreign language and in a small type size, the arrow is needed to point to the start location. When we select them, we can see that the images are separate. But for accessibility purposes, it is best to group them together into a unit and provide alt text for the resulting group. The user will have greater understanding of the overall content when it has a single description, such as map of bike route for Soldier Ride Germany with start location indicated by a large arrow, rather than hearing separate descriptions of the map and then a separate description for the arrow. To group these images, select them both, activate the context menu, and choose Group. With the group selected, activate the context menu, choose Format Picture, and then Alt Text, and place your text in the description field as usual. Once that's complete, choose Close to complete the task. Moving on to our fourth and final slide, we see that we have a more complex graphic treatment describing annual alumni results. It is a series of concentric circles gradating in color from blue to white, from the perimeter to the center, and on each circular band, a different alumni statistic label is printed. I don't need to put all the details of each band in the alt text. It's not really the best place for it. The details can be described in the body of the slide or in the notes perhaps. In this case, the bullets in the body of the slide summarize the graphic contents fairly well, and the details of the individual bands have been placed in the notes. Let's see how our screen reader interprets our efforts.
Soldier ride registered. Bullet rehab through cycling. Bullet 4-day opportunity. Bullet all abilities welcome. Bullet multiple locations nationally and internationally. Bullet state -of -the art adaptive sports equipment. Wounded warrior cyclists participate in soldier ride. Slide 3. Germany cycle route. Map of bike route for soldier ride Germany with start location indicated by a large arrow.
So, once we've completed these tasks, we've prepared the images in our PowerPoint 2010 presentation to be accessible for everyone. Credits: VHA Section 508 Office. Email: VHA10P7A Section 508 at va.gov. Internet: www.va.gov/508. Wounded Warrior Project. All rights reserved. Copyright 2013.